I am really, really enjoying this, you guys. All right, we are back at it today. I had some thoughts. I need opinions. Um, so I was looking at the Alliance Tortollan area pictures that I took, and both areas kind of have that little like swap meet corner kind of thing going on. And we got we've got like the screenshots from, oh my god, the place in BFA, Storm Song. And so I was like, oh, okay. This is gonna be a bar and swap meet. But I should name it after one of the Tortollan from BFA. So of course the first one that popped to mind was Scroll Sage Nola. But I'm like, would she own a bar and swap meet? I feel like no. But what about Collector Kojo? Should we call this like Collector Kojo's bar and swap meet? Collector Kojo's uh, Tiki Bar and Trades? What should we do? The other ones that I wrote down. So in Freehold is Ludwig von Tortollan, and then Rocco, who was like a little explorer guy. His dad was one of the merchants in BFA. So, like, let me know. What do you think? Who should we be commemorating in this space? Also, I tried to use the Skyhold brazier for Janeli's head, and it I didn't like it. So I went back to the Dawn Flowers. I put a couple more up there so we get a little more effect from it. Oh, also, this is what it looks like with the midnight lighting. Oh, hydrating. All right. So there is the midnight, and this I moved these so they're not directly in the center of the world. So that's what we've got going on right now. Yeah, and I filled it before the stream, so I have a full mug. Yes. Yep. Rokor was his name. Roko was the little one. Oh, Boots. I never should have said that. Yeah, I think Collector Kojo is the one I like best right now. Oh boy. He is. I really need to put a limit on these. Trug was already giving me shit tonight because I announced when I finished the Horde Endeavor, I announced in guild chat, hey, it's done, go get your chest, right? And I switched to a switched to a different character, and Trug messages me, hey, the Horde Endeavor is done. You should go get your chest. And I was like, you don't say. He's like, yeah, it was magic. I don't know how it happened. So I told him to go watch the football podcast. I didn't want to talk to him. Also, I think I kind of like this, but I was also thinking, like, I could do a couple of lights like that, but then I could also use the horns, and we've got the, like the little, what's that thing called? Uh, this little water skin guy, and the, um, is it pig? No. What's the one with the hanging ones? Um, see, I should actually try to remember what the name of these damn things are instead of just having a head cannon that doesn't align with what I would need to search for. Right? They are the hanging things. There's too many hanging things is the problem. Gourds? Are they called gourds? Aha! So like I could make a little thing that hangs off of there with like a couple of these kind of kit bashed together. Or hang it like from some of the rocks or the side of the thing. And oh god damn it. How the hell did I grab that from? Oh, it was down here, that's why. Whoosh. Um Now I gotta figure out how I had this in here because it looked real nice. Let me have the blue one. I feel like maybe I had it tilted a wee bit to get some of the hard edge off. Yeah, that is indeed what I did. And I did decide I prefer the logger's picnic table. So we're gonna go with that. And then oh noes. I had this happen before when I was working with these. Sometimes when you get them close together, they don't like it. They don't want to sync properly. Also, why is this being weird? Is this just a weird angle? It must be. Yeah, oh, 179 instead of 180. I see. Hmm. I gotta cover the little corner over here. And back there. Also, when they're sunk, you can barely see the gimbal. Glad I got an extra one just in case. Uh-oh. Oh, so close. There. Oof. It's getting a little worried there. Sand. Oh, basic birch. That's why I was like, why is that so dark? I was also thinking about seaweed. And I was like, could we... Oh, that's not what I want to do. Could we make seaweed from uh, the one ivy from these guys? I feel like maybe, probably. The main problem, I think, is going to be getting it to not look freaking terrible. Because this is some low poly shit, these. So it kind of has to stay in the background. But I think we can make it work. I was telling Alestra, she posted a video of her kit bash of the grandfather clock. And she was, so, you know, Tuck, when he does a build, he like does a room and like does it till it's done. And I do a build and I have to like kind of jump around. Because my, like, I have to give my brain time to like process stuff. Because if I don't, then I don't come up with good ideas. Like, I get my best ideas when I give my brain time to like take a break. So, she said she is also like that. And so these are the kinds of things that my brain comes up with when I give it the chance to like just have a little break from actually building. And I think that works. I might put, I think, one more. Uh-oh, I'm out though. But it definitely has to be the curly ones. Like this one, I could maybe do it in the rocks because I could turn it upside down. But you definitely would not want to be too close to that. That would look terrible. But like in the background back there, it's fine. Can't even really tell what it is, so we can call it seaweed. So I need some more of the, what was it called? Corner ivy? Corner ivy. And I got that stuff. Okay. I gotta move the skies back. Is that light is seriously? I don't know why the gimbal is so far below where the actual light is. There. Also, these gimbals are making it very hard to line stuff up. I obviously love when things are on diagonal, like design-wise, but then trying to actually like get shit lined up when it's on a diagonal is a pain in the ass. Why do I do this to myself? Yes, yes. This is another one. Like, look at where the gimbal is compared to the damn candle. Who does that? Completely disappeared in the sand. Stinky's playing Hearthstone. I feel like I hear him being stumped back there. Yay! All right, we have a light. All right, I need to see. All right, when I moved this, kind of buried these, which being a little bit buried is fine. How many more of those guys do I have? I have 0% more? Yeah. Oh, I have some tumbleweed. Those will work. A couple of spots here. So the nice thing about like nature items is like you can just turn them whichever way because that's how they grow, right? I'm gonna put some up here. Yeah. So I just need some more of the rune totem cluster. Okay. So I got the beams to go up here. I have done that when watching other builders, Bree. I feel you. I'm in the wrong spot. I need beams. Here we go. Also, I was trying to think. There's one picture where there's kind of, it almost looks like a pallet is leaned up against the the wall. And I feel like I have seen that shape before, but I cannot for the life of me remember what I saw that made that shape. I was thinking, like, was it a crate? But then I didn't see any crates. Like, this is close, but not it. Like, it's too three-dimensional, right? There was something that, like, one side of it looked like a pallet. And I was like, maybe it was a bed? But like, there's some pretty bed undersides, but I don't remember any that look like a pallet, right? Like the slatted pallet. So if anybody can remember where that shape lives, let me know. Like maybe it was a door? I mean, we could use a door. Like, but that was not what I was thinking of. Hang on, let's look at all the structural things. Oh, also, I want to use this guy because I was looking at the BFA traders, and they have these kind of like like domed shapes to their stuff. And that is pretty much exactly what I wanted to do, was just have that dome part. And then there was also is it a Grummel? Yeah, this Grummel tent, very similar. I wasn't sure though if because it does look so much like leather and fur, I feel like it doesn't work down here as well as this does. So I'm gonna do, is that the only one I have for the, oh, it is the only one I have. I might have to go get another bartering stall because I feel like I might want one more of those. Now, back to the palette question. I know there is something somewhere in here. Oh boy. I have covered up all of the surfaces, so the rocks are like, nope. We don't know where you want us to go, so we're going to go under everything you've already put down. Just scattering these throughout just to get a little variety in the color and pattern of the floor, seafloor. Which reminds me, do we have any? Oh, we do. We have grass. Where are you, grass? Here you are. Here you are. I think right back here actually is where I want that. Just a wee bit. Just in a couple of spots. All right. Palette. I know something will shake loose here. Could I use part of this? Look at the top of it. Yep. I can. I need to decide. Yeah. Not quite a pallet, but close enough. And then they had, what's the one with the shield on it? Is that also a skyhold? Yeah. They had like some, for whatever reason, the Tortollans have a lot of shields around their builds. I think I'm gonna have to turn this upside down to make this work. Whoop. Damn. So I'm thinking I need to like rotate that over, because if I put it down far enough to sink that, well, actually, you know what? It's sand. Fuck it. They can be sunk. Yeah, what? What you got for me, Bree? Ah, nice. Like fixed outside lights? Like you can put many of them next to each other now? Nice. That's excellent news. That is fantastic. That's gonna make life a lot easier. I can make my train now. Because having windows next to each other was a problem before. To be able to make the, oh god damn it, the train idea work. Those Aloha masks are fantastic. I also got some string lights to go up in here. Oh, hello, Net. Because I was a little worried it would be too dark in here. Without a little extra light. And this is easier than building all those custom lights. So if I can finish this tonight, then tomorrow we can go take a peek at PTR. Do these rotate on me? What is going on here? I feel like it did. I feel like I definitely had those put away before. I see, this one was covering these guys down here. It's dark enough back there, I think we're good. All right, one more set of lights. Perfect. Tortollans are not known for their symmetry. Still got that hole up there. It's gonna bother me. One more hole. The smaller the light, the smaller the area of effect, right? Yep, that used to be the thing as well. Dim stuff can have things almost on top of each other. Larger areas like windows need to be spread, but much closer than before. Yeah, before it was like you had to have one on, like it was like 2 max on your whole lot. So if we can get like one on either side of a train, that would be lovely. All right, and then we use the nets. Oh, excellent. In Discord? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. 2 sides of the train. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's much better. I also need to check and see if they fixed how frickin' dark it is inside a house with no decorations in it. Because it is significantly darker than on prod. So, listen, I already started looking at Orient Express inspo pics. I am ready to do that train. Nets. What was the orientation on these nets? I feel like it was a little wonky. Indeed, a little. Oh wait, they did so there's the wider ones here. They did those in the vertical. So that's what I'm looking at here. This is kind of the back wall of the bar area. And they kind of lined this up. Hang on. On theirs, interesting. They have a much more like bowed edge on theirs than we have on ours. So I'm gonna put the wonky edge to the floor, I think. Oh no. Floor? What floor? They do have them a little angled, actually quite a bit angled. Which is interesting. They're angled this way. Which if I do that, I need to make it quite a bit bigger to span the whole thing here. The good part is you can't tell how wonky the hull of the ship is with these up. And this, I'm just gonna kind of hang, I think, up here. No. Thought I was going to, but I think I want it over so that it kind of blends in to the other net, because really all I want are the little bits of sea animals. There. Yeah, all right. And then they had some very off-kilter paintings, which I love for them. Yeah, the new fences were always dyeable. Oh, I wish I had the family portrait. Oh, they would definitely use this ship. They would love this, the Tortollans. Yes. All right, then I need like, yeah, right? There is also like a little like shell kind of thing here. I have to think about. I mean, we've got this ceramic bowl from Gnome, or from Loam, from the Niffin. Hang on. I feel like they would like this. Whoop. So yeah, I need to think about how I want to make that like shell. Is that the... I hate this painting because it's so hard to tell like what it's supposed to be without like getting up very up close and personal with it. Why is this so dark? All right, hang on. Need a little more light on that. Oh, sorry, Mike. The cat was up here earlier rubbing her face all over the mic, so I had to like de-fluff it when she was done. Look at table lamp. Yep, that's what we need. Just make sure it's not poking out down there. Much better. Jiminy cricket, that made a big difference. All right, how are we gonna make this shell? I was also thinking about maybe putting some fountains around here so there's like water coming down the wall. But then I was like, girl, finish the other stuff first. Oh, I was gonna check and see if I had another loggers table. I don't, so I need to put that on the list. See, this is the only thing I don't like about this lid. It is not actually concave. But can I use some optical illusion to make it look more concave? Maybe. That's 200%. Would basically need a lip around it. I think these are going to be too same. Maybe not. Wait. They're different shapes, like one's a circle and one's an oval, so they like don't want to go together. Yeah, it doesn't come up around it enough. Hang on, this is also oval, and it has an invisible underside. No, I want the orange one. I feel like it needs tilt just a bit. Yeah, so depending on the angle, it gets looking real weird. Pull it this way. Hmm. This has the right shape. But I don't know how I would hide the rest of it. No, I don't think that works. This is gonna be one of those days, eh? Just gonna be poking at stuff for a while here to see what we can do. Oh, this is going to have the different shapes problem, I think. Yeah, no. Hang on, where's the pink one? So much closer. I think that's the wrong thing for the center of it, and this is probably poking out down below. Let's see. Ah! It's going right into the rocks. We're all good. Okay. Lucky. Lucky. All right, I need something to stick in the center of that. A crate? Or not a crate, a barrel?
Are these the headsets?
I think so. I think so.
Are you streaming?
Yes. That's why the light's on.
Did you tell them they're DJ headsets?
No.
You DJ hard. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
And then I feel like I need one more layer in there. Let me try. No.
Did you watch the Jack Campbell presser?
Yes, I did. When
I heard it was entertaining.
He thanked everybody on God's green earth.
What?
Sweet little baby.
What do you mean, sweet little baby?
So Jack Campbell is one of our linebackers on the lines. He just got a major extension on his contract. Very nice, like contract for him. A good like contract for the Lions as well, like for the team. It was best of both worlds, and he had a press conference about it today. And Jack is probably like the most humble person ever. And so he starts off like thanking. I feel like that's not giving shell, but I like what it's doing. I just don't think it's shell. Maybe I just need to color that a different color.
You want me to put this in the...
Yes, you can put it in the other room.
You got more room up here, buddy.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Anyhow, he's a very sweet kid, very humble, very shy. And so he goes to this press conference and he starts it off with, I swear to God, like 3 minutes of thanking everybody. His wife, his parents, his wife's parents, his grandparents. I was like, my dude, if you start like naming off all the fish you've caught this year, I'm out. But yeah, he was just really excited about it, and he's just adorable. I wish the pillow were dyeable. You know what? I maybe wonder if it's the angle that is more of the problem here. Hang on. Which one of these? There we go. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come around. Maybe. No. Which way? There we go. This way, and then this way. Uh-huh, uh-huh. I think I need 2 of these. I think that's the deal. Sir, what are you doing? You don't need to come over here. You don't need to come over here. Stay up on the bed. Yeah. Oh, dude. Dude. And then these would also need to tip back farther. All right, where's this from? The Firm Hair Pillow. Is the vendor one, thanks the lords. The Moth Keeper, Wootum. Okay. Yeah, I think the deal is that I need another one to kind of round out the back of that so it's kind of even on that lip all the way around. Not convinced by the barrel. I wish I had... Not that. Maybe that? Like, I want something just like a shade or 2 lighter, but like I really want like a literal shell pink, which we don't have. That's too harsh. Wait, what if I did... Which pink was it? That pink? Does that look too... Is that giving too flower? let's try that again. What was it? Basic birch and the arquine? Ugh, no. Not convinced. I'm not convinced. If only seashells looked like that. I could do, instead of like the bowl-shaped shell, I could do one of the like conch style. Go get our pillows. Hang on, where were those? I gotta look at a reference image here because my head knows this is what a conch looks like. And then I go to build it and I'm like, what does a conch look like? Alright. So we need kind of a tubular center that's kind of like this, right? Which this is close. This is like skinny in the middle, so that's not it.
I thought I had a Prime subscription.
I have a Prime subscription.
Oh. Alright, I thought I had a Prime subscription. I was going to give it to you.
Oh, you mean on Twitch? You do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hit resubscribe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, use Prime Sub.
Yep.
There we go.
Yes. All right. Well, if we don't have it, we build it, I think is the thing. So, let's go back to these. I have 4 of them. Wait, okay. All right, let's see. I'm gonna move these closer in here, and I'm actually gonna make this a little bit bigger, I think. I mean, the conchs in the actual space are quite large. And I do want this to look a little separated between, like I want that channel in there, because that will be like along the edge of the conch, right? I need it to come down to a point more, which means I need, I want to do that. Yep, okay. And then we have like a couple of the flares in these seams. Actually, that one's not in the seam. This one sits like on top of that center bit right here. And then there's a couple of flares off the side. And there's like, hang on. Where are my rugs? Here we go. All right, those are always going to be gold when you dye them. Our Harry Potter rolled rugs will work for the flares on the side. Because we're going to turn this all kind of seashell colored anyhow, so it's fine. These are not dyeable. So if you're going to use them, you got to know that whatever you're doing is going to match. Size, did I make that? 50. So I'm going to make this one slightly bigger just so they have a different kind of feel to them, and then I'm going to turn it. Actually, I'm going to turn it upside down, I think. So we have the two different ends. Yeah, there we go. We want to try and get close to that color of those rugs. That's Holyoke tan. Well, the white is too white. Yellow too yellow. So I think we do want... I'm going to say Holyoke tan. We'll apply that. So that is Holyoke tan on Holyoke tan, and it looks completely different, which we know happens with dyes. I'm gonna try the, what was the, that's Kalimdor sand. Hang on. Going back down to this guy here, just making sure. That's the basic birch. Ugh, I'm out of basic birch. Alright, put that on the list. Which means I won't be able to dye this yet either. Probably. I think the Holyoke tan might work for those. Hang on. Let's try the teak. My shapes are not quite right here. These are not triangular enough, I think is the problem. Hang on, wait, I have an idea. All right, I said I had an idea, and I do. Trying to make the idea work, however, that's a whole different story. Look at that. I want the longer end on top for the flare. So I feel like it means it needs to be tipped this way more. But I'm getting too much on this side now. Still, that's a lot closer to the shape. Welcome back, Bray. Trying to make a shell. I tried to make the bowl kind of shell, and that didn't work. Oh, you know what I should do if I want that? Yeah, I need to go the other way. So I'm trying to figure out how to make the like flared parts of the shell, and it's just not working. These all say they're resetting, but I think they are not. There we go. There is one where I could go this way with these. This might be the easier one to make. 90. This must be the 200. Okay. Yep. This is already looking better. I don't have enough of these. You know what that means? It means I'm gonna have to go kill the Nook, because all of my cushions are in there. And that's it, I'm out. All right. Let's go borrow from the Nook. That should be enough for now. Where'd they go? There they are. Okay. And yes, this will kind of look like a croissant. That's kind of what it looks like in the picture. All right, and then the end bit, I just want that, like, that bit. Do I have... Kind of want that little nubby bit on the end. There. All right, this thing is kind of like a silvery color, and I don't think we can get to like that color with this material. We can try. That's pretty close. It does have that like greenish tint to it, but I'm not mad at that. What if it gets darker as it goes back? Is there anything one shade lighter than Storm Steel? There is. I'm also kind of, hang on, I'm wondering about something. What size is this? 190. Like, what if I did the thing? Oh, I like that. Where this is like the light side of the cushion. So that as you move back, right, it gets a little darker on the side where the light's not at. So if your light is shining from this side, right, the light hits here and then gets darker as you go back. So you can sync these into each other to get a little bit of that effect. And so like you do it back here with this color, you do it up here with this color, so on and so forth. I was in the right place. I don't know why I left it. All right, that's the big guy. Now, the problem here is going to be this cushion in front of it is going to be kind of in the way. Like, I don't want to cover up the entire thing. That was the highborn marble. And that striation is fine. This is a shell. So I'm not worried about that. Now with this one, it's only barely gonna kiss the top of this. So I don't want this the same size as the other one, right? It's on the darker side. So I just want a little bit to show right at the top and actually toward the outside, because that's where the light would hit. Right about there. All right. Then I need another guy here to take the place of the one that I stuck inside the other one. I actually need two. So these will be at 170. That's what I had that one at, right? I think. Yeah, that looks right. Maybe 160. And then it'll need a second one in with it. All right, this one, storm steel. Go with 150 on this one. Actually, I should go with 160. Because this one's going to have quite a bit of light on it because it's right at the end. And it needs to go this way, right? Because we have our light sources coming in so that we have that little bit of triangularity there, which means I need to turn this a little more this way. And then, nope, other way. There we go. Now, this one should have significantly more, right? Because it's going to catch the most of the light. And then these are just straight up that highborn marble color. And we have a shell. What I think I might want is just a little shadow in there to make the crevices stick out. And what I'm trying to decide is, like, do I want it like a hard line? And can I hide this well enough to get the line that I want? Just to kind of differentiate where those... Boots is definitely getting stuck in here. Indeed. He will click on this. Actually, do I care if those are there? I might not. Yeah, no, I don't care. Okay. There! Now we have that little bit of definition between those segments. I think I want one more in there. Or at this side. Well, that was a much more successful attempt than my other shells. Boy, that did not want to go in there. Want that kind of below the light spot as thing. And I want it to kind of match up with where the little leg there is sticking out, so that they kind of look of a piece. I don't think that quite works though. And I've lost it. Nope. Problem is I want it to be a thinner line. That's better. Nice. All right, we have a shell. Okay. Oof. Let's see. Need some tables. They used the razor wind tables, like the bar tables. Do I have any? Yeah, I have two. There's one. There's two. I want those to have some color to them though. I think they just left them base color. What do they have on these tables? One has like a little bottle on it. Actually, you know what? Do I have the... I do. It's more this shape. Thank you. I am taking a look at this picture and trying to zoom in on what the shit is on this other table. Because I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a shrimp. So I'm gonna say that there's some kind of food thing happening on the other table. I do have this charcuterie board, too big. I've got the little cheese board. Oh, yeah. Nope, we're gonna go with takeout. I think this bottle is hanging off this Tortollan shell. Oh, there's an undead person in a diving suit down there that I apparently didn't even realize I took a screenshot of. I don't know why an undead would need a suit. They're undead. Okay. Out in front, we have some crates behind her, kind of stacked up. Where's our... There they are. And then we'll grab one of our bottle shipments. There. She's got a variety. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I can use this bottle here. There's the wine. It's not called wine, so I can never remember what it's called. And, oh, she's got one of the bottles from the bottle shipment. I wish we could get that. She's got some little, like, vials. Like there's a stoppered vial. I don't think I have any. Oh, wait, do I have? Ugh! Alright, hang on. Are any of the Sokolos in this house? No. All right, putting that on the list. What else she got up here? All right, she has cups that are shaped like half pineapples. And I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. Like maybe I could size one of these down as if it was like, oh my god, that actually kind of works. As if it has like a little cocktail. So I can't believe it, but that actually worked. All right, that's 20% and that's 30%. I feel like 30% is probably. I mean, yeah. It's amazing. That was purely based on like I think the shape is right and then to size it down and have it actually look like the thing. Uh, let's see here. I feel like there's a hang on. Is it one of the planning tables? What table is it that has like there is a stoppered vial on one of those tables? Can I find it? Yes, the rogue one, probably. Let me see here. I'm using the rogue one. What are they called? The black and... No, the... They're not called rogues. They're called... What's the name of that group? Oh, you know what I can do? I can just go in here. Go to vendors. Legion. And... I want the... It's a goblin, but not that goblin. Are these are not in any kind of order that I can figure out. Was it Kelsey? Yeah, uncrowned. That's what they're called. Uncrowned planning table. Oh, right. Uncrowned. That's not the one I was thinking of, though. Wait, it's the table I used in Umbrick's room. Was it the Death Knight one? No. Was that the one I used in his room? Oh, he was up here somewhere. There. This one. Acarus work table. That's the one I was thinking of. You and I got to it at the same time, Bree. I don't want the bottle ending up too small is the thing. It looks like she's gonna have the books and stuff with it. I don't think there's any way not to. Yeah, that doesn't quite work. I know I have some... I have the glazed vial. That's over across the hall. I can definitely grab that. You know what? I could use this little guy. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go grab that glazed vial. Holy, zoomed in. All right, I got. Yes, the Arakoa ones. There's also the... Hang on, let me look at the Arakoa shelf. Those stupid... I mean, I could put it over here. Nah, I don't think that works. It's all wrong. I do have one of these guys, though. Wait. That, though... and then I'm gonna use... Oh no. Do I have any? Apparently I don't have any of the open barrels that we use for mugs. Hang on. All right, open barrel goes on the list. I can put an actual mug in here, but I only want like one because I feel like they're kind of making do. I wish I had that milky colored potion. I think it's in use at my other house. Oh, right. I've got some of these. I got a bunch of these in the other house. So green potion, and then what's that? What's the other Arakoa one called? That guy. Arakoa Alchemist. All right, that's looking pretty good. Oh, she has... I see. All right, no. It's good. It's good. I like it. We're gonna... Do I like it? I feel like... Hang on. Hang on. Let me back up. Yeah, I think I like that. I was worried that the bottles were going to be blocked by the Loa mask, but no, it looks good. Okay. Then we got a couple of tables up front here. And I gotta decide where the barrel goes. Yeah, I have 4 of the Gilnean green ones in the other house, so I can grab one of those. Alright, the other table is like over by the hole in the floor. Between the hole and the thingy. Oh wait, I'm out of tables. Hang on, I gotta go pilfer again. Oh wait, I don't have one in there. That's what I used originally and they didn't work. Alright, I need more bar tables. Because I need at least one. Wait, you know what? I can mix it up. I can mix it up. Well, I don't have to have a bar table. I've got the, hang on. I've got the ones. The, like, these guys. Not the green one. Right? Like, yeah, I can use that. I can use that. Oh, there. And then I can use it over here, because I needed one over here. Oh, I still only have that green one, eh? Alright, we're gonna have to recolor that bad boy. I feel like this one needs some romantic lighting. Oh, they have another cocktail over here. So I need another fungal crock. So in the thingy, they have another set of lights like that. What if I... Oh, wait. I've got these little guys. They throw 0% light. But, like I said, we wanted romantic lighting, so... We'll do that, and then we'll throw an elegant... I kind of like that there's this, like... Right, because the light in the circle room is in the center, so it's coming down on here. It's giving us this nice shadow. So I don't want too much light over here. But I want a little more than what we have. Just right around the table there. So when I put the drink there, you'll actually be able to see it. All right. Excellent. Oh! Then I need that barrel to come down here. They have like a little storage area under here. Gotta stick the bottle shipment up in here. Couple of them. Oh. Should I make a little Murloc place down here? That is the question. Oh, you know what? They have these really cool, like cone-shaped shells down here that'll be super easy to make if I have enough cushions, which I don't. All right. I think I know what this means. I think it means the reading nook has to go. Goodbye, reading nook. We love you. You were a joy. Look at that room. Look at that. All right. For a second there, I thought she was leaving footsteps in the fountain, but no, it was just a little light spot there. That turned off the thingy. The armadillo. So I gotta get that out. Oh, it's not actually called an armadillo. I put too many clickables on top of each other. Didn't realize I did that. All right, give me the armillary. Move it over here. There. I want to work in this color light because it helps visualize like what actual colors are happening as you're building, and it gives you an idea of whether or not you need to change things. All right, I'm gonna hang the hangy things. Gourds, the gourds. I think just from here. Yeah. I like it. I like it. All right, I'm gonna pull this out this way. And that way I have room for another one. All right, I should have enough. I'm gonna put it up this way, I think. Should have enough seat cushions now to make one of those. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Then they just kind of tip them a little bit. So there'll be different And then these are shell colored. And thankfully, the stitching of the pillow is working for us here, so I don't have to put any lowlights in here because it's already grabbing some of the light. And then they have like some... Wait. I was like, is that a smaller shell or is it something else altogether? No, I think it's a smaller shell. They have a lobster platter down there. I love Blizzard. And then there is a smaller shell right next to the other one. So I'm just going to pop one of those in real quick. We're going to start at 100% on this bad boy and go down from there. I went down in 20-degree increments approximately. And again, like, you don't have to be precise with how you turn them because it's nature. Like, yes, technically these probably follow like the spiral, but you know, shit happens. Things get out of whack. So on this one, like on both, I tried to set it so that like usually there's 20% difference between them. But sometimes there's only a 10%. And that helps give it a little less uniformity, along with like tipping it a little bit or setting it off center. Just to give it a little character, as Bob Ross would say. Just a happy little guy. We'll set that little dude right on top there. This guy's too far back. She's gotta come up here. There. And then it needs to be colored. I am almost surely gonna run out of storm steel before I finish this. Yep. All right. Well, there you go. I want a set of the driftwood crates back here. Oh. Okay. What else? There was some other stuff. Oh, right. Yes. So I got a couple more of the fences. So I could add a couple of those in. I have to decide how I want to place this. I think I want it back here, but it's got to come down. Oh, not you. You. Yep. And then I can put another cluster there. And then we'll grab another one and put it back here. I see, that's why. I was like, why is that not sticking out the way I expected it to? Because it's at the wrong angle, Art. Yeah. We're gonna make this a little more safe. Just a little more. Don't want people falling off. Getting the Tortollan sued. Because we know from Undermine that there is a thriving lawyer class in WoW. There we go. I like that. You know what I would like? I would like if there was a starfish right there. How do I make a starfish? Might need the bookshelf to do this. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I might need that. But I want to try this because this could give me the center and the legs at the same time. Maybe. Did I do it? Wait, I need one more leg, right? What's that? Is it just called a shelf? Oh wait, do I have oh, these are not open ones. I was like, wait a minute, I thought I didn't have any open ones. I don't. I know I have some of those. There they are. Okay. Oh, did I do it? I think I did it! What color do we want our starfish to be? Oh, no. I wish I had a nice light pink. Why can't you give me a nice, beautiful light pink? Hmm? We have like a lavender color that shows up in here. We have pink. I think there's a blue one in one of these shots. Pink again. Please give me pink. Purple. Teal. I feel like once I do all of them, it'll blend in too much. Maybe the hickory? That looks right. Yep. Thank you, Boulder, for being nice and thick and holding those trellises. All right. There was, on the Alliance side, a rug. They used the like Cenarian rug, which I don't think I have one of right now, but I do have this version of it. All right, the question becomes, because they have it kind of sunk in a way that kind of obscures the edges, so it looks a little run down, which I could do, or I could pull out the Lordaeron one, which has the, yeah, I think I need to pull out the Lordaeron one, because that one already has like the holes and shit in it. Like I have the long one, but there's a round one too. Oh, there it is. Yeah. See, I don't have to work to make this one look sad. Sorry, Undead. All right. All right, I'm gonna go get, hang on. I'm looking at the Alliance side, and they have, like, for their bar, they have, like, planks like this, but across a, god damn it. across like some big stones. So if I make this 200%, and rotate it, heh. This is so annoying. I should have left one of the fountains till last, but then I would have had to rearrange stuff because it would have been sitting in there funky. All right, then that one's thin enough. I can add a second one in there. Damn it. I know there was a spot somewhere closer by. All right. Then I can like put the other one kind of off at an angle and do more. And then it pulls in a little bit of each thing. And I think I will also do one of the, oh yeah. Let's pop this down in here. There, that's better. That little pink thing sticking up over there. That's the wrong angle. Oh boy. What is that? I'm going to go read some scripture now. All right, I want just take a look around. I need some more seaweed. That's on the list. I feel like this is too open, but that's how it looks. I could. Damn, I need to figure out where that palette is. It's gonna bug me. Wait. Well, I guess there's not a side that's straight enough. It's looking very janky up in there. Yeah, that's better. So they had like 2 more nets back there. I feel like that would be too much. With, like, I don't want to take away from what's going on here, and if I put a net behind it, it will. Look at our cute little shell back there. You know what I feel like I need on the starfish is just a wee little... Hang on. That little center part. Oh, it's not a pillow, it's a sea cushion. I don't think I even need to dye it. There, that's better. Maybe even a smidge bigger. Yeah. Yes. All right. So I think... All right, I need to check one thing. Is Collector Kojo in here? That's the question. I'm gonna move this over here. What am I doing? I am adding group photo and NPC browser. Oh, it's gotta load. Oh my god, he is in here. Yes. Might even be able to put him behind the bar. Depth of field is a real problem in Narcissus, though. Like, trying to get him back there is, I think, not going to be possible. But I could put him down here by the tables. I have to make him bigger again. But yeah, so he's in there. So we could totally add him in here. All right, I gotta add knickknacks over here. Feel like I need some of these just kind of like along here. Who knows? Yeah. Just trying to blur these edges, these sharp edges a bit. I can put some of the grass in here too. That would help. Whoop, wrong way. I feel like that did not do what I was trying to do. Just add some little buddies in here. Give our lobster a little cover. Oh, gosh. All right. I think that is a good spot for today. I am going to, let's see, where do I want to take a screenshot from? For the cover of this video when I post it to the YouTubes. How about right along here? Yeah, I think that's the shot for today. What do you think? Pretty good day's work. I think we can finish this tomorrow. I gotta go shop a bunch of stuff. But really happy with how much we got done today. Like, I made shells. That's an accomplishment. Shells, a starfish. I feel like I might need a swap meet sign around somewhere. I don't know how I'm going to do that, to be honest, but we will figure something out. We will figure it out. All right. That, I think, is where we leave it for today. Have fun at Raid tonight, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye.